People are getting scammed. They're getting scammed out of their money, and it's turning into a major, major problem. We have 41 million people here in the United States that currently get some amount of SNAP benefits every single month, but some are getting scammed out of their full benefit. What I can tell you is that 13% of our population is getting some form of this benefit, but again, not everybody is getting the full amount. Some of the money is being stolen. But you know what's even crazier than that? When money is stolen from SNAP beneficiaries, we cannot use federal funds to go and replenish that. It's just not possible. So if a beneficiary lost some of their funding because it was stolen or they were scammed out of their money, guess what? The federal government will not step in. They will not issue you additional payments. You will be stuck unless you live in one of the 3 states that does do a reimbursement. And you're probably thinking, well, how does somebody steal money from a EBT card from your SNAP benefits? That would be impossible. However, it's not. And according to experts, it takes mere seconds for somebody to put a skimming device on a debit card reader or credit card reader, and instantly they can get your information. Scammers have gotten to the point where they have been able to put a skimmer on machines in a large supermarket, in large retail stores, even inside of a bank. That's how interesting and desperate some of these scammers are. But that's where things get very tricky, because again, you can only take and scam a EBT card or an EBT beneficiary if you put it into a grocery store or someplace that sells groceries. And this is what many people have been doing. Now, yesterday I made a video talking about SNAP benefits and pandemic EBT. At the end of that video, I gave a little bit of a warning to say, hey, watch out for this and check your account balances just to make sure you were not one that was getting scammed. Well, I got an email. Actually, I got a comment. And this person commented and they said, lo and behold, you were right. I have not used my card in weeks, but I keep getting charged $50 every few weeks. Or excuse me, she hasn't used her card in months, but she keeps getting charged $50 every few weeks. I called the Office of Fraud and Accountability, and they said it is happening to a lot of people, but what really makes me mad is that they can't reimburse me for those lost benefits. They said that it's actually against the law for them to do so. Now, thefts over the last 6 months have really increased, and so much so that the USDA has issued a warning on their website about SNAP skimming, scams going all the way back, a few months, right? But here's the thing, and again, here's the warning. This is a problem, but all they could do was issue a warning. That is it. They can't do much else except for just tell people, watch out, this is out there. And recently, due to the fact that regulations, these scams have increased, what we're hearing now is that people want to change the regulations that prohibit federal funds from being used to go and replace stolen SNAP benefits. And so much so that lawmakers are actually talking about this. Just this week, we heard from Democratic Representative Charles Ruppelsberger, and he introduced legislation that would reimburse federal funds to people whose food assistance has been stolen. So that's big news there. But keep in mind that even though states can't use federal funds to reimburse the stolen money, they can use state funding. That's the difference. And many of these states do have billions and billions of dollars of COVID relief, but the problem is it's technically federal funding. So again, that's part of the problem. And now that some of these states are not making the kind of money that they did back in 2020 and 2021, well, that creates other issues as well. But if you do live in one of 3 states, that's California, Wisconsin, and Michigan, you can get your money reimbursed from the state. Those are 3 states that are currently doing it. But let me read you another email that I got just this morning. And this person says, it is outrageous that people are stealing our money from our food stamp cards. I just learned of this scam and I am outraged. I had money stolen from me as well. The good thing is that it was only $20. because that is all I had on my card at the time. And after I called to see what I can do, they simply said, change your PIN and that will correct the problem. That is their solution. Change your PIN, that will fix the problem. And again, this is all you have to do. If you are seeing money taken out of your account and you do not think it was you, change your PIN number. Because even though they have the card number, they need the PIN in order to access the money. So, here's the thing. On average, here in the United States, people get about $232.72 per month. Now, again, this is going out to 41 million people here in the United States. So you can see how attractive this target is to scammers. It's a big target, and the money comes every single month. Now, here's my advice to you. It doesn't matter if you've been scammed in the past. It doesn't matter if you're worried that you might be. One thing you can do to just eliminate this fear of somebody taking your money constantly is just to change the PIN number. One person said to change it every month. Somebody else said every 2 months. But according to experts, if you change your PIN every 3 months, you should be fine. There's a very unlikely possibility that somebody would steal your new PIN the day that you change it. But again, if you're worried, change it often, change it monthly if you want to. Now, I wanted to bring up this SNAP benefit scam because this is what's leading some to discuss the possibility, and again, I don't want to throw this out there and scare anybody, but this is what some people are discussing is, why don't we pull the reins back on the SNAP beneficiaries and pull the the funding back just a little bit, and let's provide some other income. Let's provide some other benefits outside of just nutrition assistance. Now, here's the thing with that. Even though some are discussing it to limit funding for SNAP benefits and in exchange give people other benefits, the issue there is people still need more money for food. Even though SNAP is getting a 12.7% or was it 12.5% cost of living adjustment for 2023, food prices in essence have gone up more than 12%. Some have gone up over 20%. So depending on what you are buying, you could still be overpaying for food in 2023 compared to what you're paying right now. And it's simply because the cost of living adjustment didn't go up as high as it should have. But again, there's nothing we can do with that. We just got to learn to live with it. Now, I promise I will keep you up to date on this scam and other scams that we may hear of in the future. All you got to do, just 2 things. First, go ahead and hit that like button. Second thing, click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. But that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.